fucks up, you drink.
Welcome to the Thursday night edition of the most ordinary D&D group on the planet. Here we are, setting up our. So this is what non-professional groups actually look like. For those of you wondering, we
don't embarrass non-professional groups.
Yes. So all this was working last week. Well, what a difference a week makes, eh? This week we come in and my suspicion is due to graphics drivers. All of the very careful work that I had previously done in setting up video feeds and the like is now all out of whack. So we're going to spend the first several minutes of this week setting up videos. Now, I know for all of you watching at home, you're like, why are you doing this? Well, the answer is because we have to. All right, so I'm going to talk my way through this. All right, there we go. Alessandra, you are now positioned once again. Whoops. All right, Alessandra.
He loves to hear that.
There you go. Actually, let's move you up so we can see you.
I was talking away.
Oh, man. You sounded really good a minute ago.
I think I got just as much out of everything you said as I usually do.
Wait a minute.
Totally believable.
Wait a minute. Is that an insult?
DM's always right.
Is that an insult? That sounds like an insult. Now my feelings are hurt. On top of...
Yeah, but who?
It sounds like it's going to be a really rough night.
Well...
Usually I'm the only one cracking wise. Which, by the way, Roy, you're not broadcasting.
I am too. You're in that delay thing. Don't worry.
Well, so are all your fan.
Well, it'll get there. Don't worry. It'll get there. Patience, my son.
Has to go to the moon first and then come back.
I don't think so. It's 2 minutes you've been broadcasting. And it's not there yet, so.
I am live streaming.
They start broadcasting a little early. But then what would we do without our 45 minutes of technical difficulties?
We don't have 45 minutes of technical difficulties. We might tonight, but usually we don't. Usually we're
40 minutes, 42
closer to like, no, we're usually closer to 5 minutes of technical difficulties. Come on. But look at the value of this. This video is going to go down in history. People are going to be like, hey, how do you set up a stream? Like, how do you set up the amazing stream that you guys make? And I'm going to be like, dude, it's like right here. Or dudette, you know, whatever. We don't discriminate. Oh, Paul, you're really big.
Go to 18.
There you go, Paul. That's perfect. Wait, no, you're still too close.
7:21, we started our meeting. That's what, 8:03?
Yeah, but look at all the camaraderie we got.
Now look, Negative Nancy.
Hey, that's the only reason to be here.
Look, Negative Nancy's. Remember, in the successful streams, we're all on the same team and we all support each other, even when we're having technical difficulties.
Oh, we are supporting you.
No, not like that. Wait, look, John, no, I can't see you.
It's like a celebrity roast.
John, your face is too big. You're gonna have to unzoom, John.
Support even when we're wrong. So just like wait, I won't say it.
Oh, much better. All right, let's see. Oh, I need another one for, hang on. You go down there. All right. Yeah, it's actually pretty. I had it almost all set up, and then old Smelly shows up.
Good thing I didn't wreck your feed in the middle of the game.
Yeah, I agree. Good timing, in my opinion. All right. John's just all on tilt because he's going to die tonight.
I'm not going to die. I'm going to get stoned. We discussed this.
Oh, wow.
Then my soul is safe from the soulmonger. Nobody loses con. It's perfect.
Overall, it seems like a pretty...
The adventurer clearly wrote a warning not to mess with the urn. John couldn't help himself.
What warning? I couldn't read that language.
No, there was a statue looking in horror that was reaching out for the urn. Clearly, you don't get any more clear of a warning than that.
That's kind of true.
However, I will tell you this, John. I'm glad that you did it because I was going to have to do it if you didn't.
All I knew is that there was some puzzle here, and the only thing we had to play with was an urn, ashes, and water.
You didn't have to. You didn't have to actually play with it. You could have left everything alone.
That's what mothers always tell their children, Roy. Just remember that.
Well, that feels a rather appropriate analogy in this case.
I kind of like. I kinda like the scenario
someone
where
is going to
Rafina
get
turns
out.
to stone.
No,
I like that scenario where Rafina turns to stone and we all keep our con bonus.
it is kind of appropriate to refer to Roy as a nagging mother instead of a leading father figure.
No, that is absolutely not no, that is not. You're killing me. All right, so let's see, where are we? We are at 8:05. 5 minutes of technical difficulties. I think that's pretty solid start, if you ask me. All right, but look at it. Look at the beautiful new layout we have. This is actually really nice. I had to redo the layout that Chris James did a fantastic job of setting up. I had to redo it just a little bit so that we all. Yeah, I completely redid it. Well, I moved everything around because we need actual rectangles for the pictures, and I like yeah. So I changed out the layout a bit. So you guys may want to check it out on Twitch if you like. I think this is it's a cleaner layout.
Yes, Donald Grung.
Yeah, so this will work out. This will work out pretty well. Though I am going to move things around a little bit more, but at least the what do you call it? Our layout, the picture of the players, I think is pretty settled. This is pretty solid. So I like this a lot, honestly. Solid deal. Okay, so let's get back to our fans, because the fans at home, they're the ones that matter. They're the ones who support this channel.
Death and destruction.
Yeah, and they keep us.
A latex cat suit.
I'm not sure, but can we donate that? Maybe with bits. Okay, so if you are out there in Fanland and you have a latex cat suit that you want to send to Grey Petal, now's a great time to send that in. I don't know how that might even work, but now's a good time to do it. Okay, so
Be sure and check the comments section on the Twitch feed in case somebody replies.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, I got it open. I got Twitch feed open. Okay, I'm on Twitch. So if you have comments to make about the game tonight, feel free to send those in. I'll be paying close attention for at least the next 2 or 3 minutes. After that, well, who knows? When last we met our heroes, they had traveled to the beautiful ruins of Nangalore. They were seeking the gift of flight that they were promised by Nafir and Aarakocra that they rescued. And they traveled from the Pillar of Firefinger to the Aarakocra home, where they talked to an ancient Aarakocra who assured them that, yes, she could actually perform the ritual to give them the gift of flight, but she would need a very special component, a black orchid. The party set out immediately to get this component, which was known to be found in Nangalore. So Nangalore is, it is as I mentioned, it's a beautiful garden. It's an ancient garden. I don't know that we've quite figured out the history of Nangalore, because no one apparently speaks the language that everything is written on in this place. But this beautiful garden is clearly very ancient. There are a lot of crumbling things, but even in its age, it still holds back the assault of the jungle. So the normal jungle does not encroach upon this area. Clearly, a very, very special, perhaps even magical area of the jungle. The party started exploring. They found a large dome area in which there was a huge statue. A huge statue that they found. And inside this dome area, Grey Petal, of course, started exploring, and she called for the rest of the party. So everyone came into this area, and they started exploring around. One thing of note was that there was a statue of a an exquisitely lifelike statue depicting a man reaching for the urn. His face was turned toward the balcony, and in his eyes, his lifeless eyes, you see this look of stark terror. Well, this was no deterrent to the group, particularly Rafina, who decided, well, if him reaching, or this statue reaching for the urn invokes terror, then of course I must reach for the urn to see what is going on. She did, and I guess perhaps a minute later, upon the statue landed these two giant bird creatures we now know as Ebli. They were accompanied, or perhaps led, by a figure, a woman apparently clad head to toe in clothing. And she landed on this balcony. She ripped off her veil and hat that she was wearing, revealing this horrific scaled visage. Upon the top of her head are writhing snakes. And she looked at Rafina, the one who had dared to disturb the urns, and she said, "You! Who are you to disturb the ashes of my loved one? You will suffer the fate of those before you." The bird-like creatures apparently attacked, and we went through the initiative a little bit. We went through the bird creatures. Sashira tried to parlay. Nang Nang cast Bless. Nang Nang. You need to change your name. This Nang Nang name thing is messing me up. Great Petal.
I am Nang Nang.
You're not Nang Nang. You didn't even know what Nang Nang is.
Dude, I'm just waiting for the goddess or whatever the hell it is to kick his ass. But, you know.
All right, the Nang Nang. Can you put it in quotes at least? Nang Nang, like I am Nang Nang, right?
So that implies that I'm not Nang Nang, but a pretender.
Yes, actually, it exactly implies.
The next brood of Dung Lungling is going to be Great Petal's, Nang Nang's children.
Lord. So apparently not all the insanity from Great Petal has been cured. However,
not at all.
So so
it's a Medusa's turn. Last I heard.
it's not a Medusa. It is her. You don't.
Her.
Are you sure you know what a Medusa is? In fact, here, we'll change her name to Medusa. Now, how you like that? See?
If you
You're
really
not just queen bitch.
her icon.
Yeah.
That's the Medusa icon right out of.
Yeah, pretty much.
Damn it, Gerald, you and your observation. I love the first time I put this thing on the map. Gerald, of course, apparently zoomed in like, wait, is that the Medusa icon? Like, curse you! Shut up!
I'm just saying, you could do a little bit of work and look up a different image.
I didn't know that. When I saw that, I didn't know this. I was just like, look, it looks like from. I didn't zoom all the way in. I'm like, oh, this looks like a woman. She's got a little dress. It's like, okay, this is a woman's icon. This is perfect. I'll use this. No, of course, Gerald recognizes this instantly as a Medusa icon. So, way to spoil my fun.
It sort of made sense with the stone statue, and yeah.
Fine. Okay.
Big thing.
Nevertheless, if I were her, what would I do?
Well, Shashira appealed to her better nature. And I think Medusas are known for being rational.
Oh, yeah.
And,
Yeah. So this one, she looks to her side and she says, So my love, should we spare them? Aye, I agree. You will all be spared, except for you. You shall be my prize. And she pulls out this bow, and she starts shooting arrows at Rafina. Yeah, she says, the rest of you may leave. This one will stay with me for some time.
Okay, we're up.
All right.
Good luck, Rafina. We love you, don't worry. All right, so she shoots
For Rafina, if we leave her.
She gets is true love. This is true love right here.
No, wait. No. Everybody. If she dies, we lose a con point. Wait.
2 con points.
Save her.
If she's turned to stone, do we still lose the con point? She's
That's-
not
Yeah,
dead.
no,
That's a great.
you don't.
As a matter of fact, she would then be part of the earth. This might actually be good for us.
Yeah.
We should get a double com bonus if Rafina gets turned to stone.
She's even more Earth-like now. It should increase the bond.
She's got a greater connection to the land.
And less likely to die.
And don't worry, I'll make you a ring.
Well, come on. Deal
Wow.
some damage. Let's go.
Man, Rafina, you've got some good friends, man.
I've also got a plan. Let's go.
Uh-oh. Okay, Rafina, you are hit.
There's a plan.
You are hit by an arrow. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Oh no. What?
Oh no. Oh yeah.
I
Let's
assume
see.
we're going to want that bow.
No. Hang on. I need to. This is new information. Hold on.
So wait, where is she in relation to those huge birds?
She's behind
Right
them.
behind them, on the map.
There's a whole map.
Yeah, I know. So how
She's
much
like
cover do I have?
Yeah, he's suggesting cover.
Oh, that's true. -2.
Also behind a statue. There's a big statue and 2 huge birds.
Well, we're going to play the map now.
Yeah, no. That is a fair point. That is a very fair point. Behind a large creature and behind Alessandra. She might just hit Alessandra instead. I mean, who knows?
No, actually, I'm flying.
Shut up. Though she did, she did, okay, yeah, so I will give you cover from the birds. That's a fair point. But even with -2, I think she still hit you with a 20.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so no. Good point, though. I gotta remember that. So she hit you with that. I don't even see a save on this. Goodness. Come on, gotta be a save on there somewhere. I guess not. All right. So the arrow hits you, and
Jesus.
as the arrow hits you, it actually burns into your skin where it hits you, burning like white hot pain, doing far more damage than a normal arrow could. Obviously, these arrows are laced or affected by some sort of incredibly painful burning thing. She attacks you again. Oh, 19 hits.
Yep.
Damn. Ouch.
Exactly what you need.
You can put the -2, on the roll.
Oh, I can. That's true. Well,
For future reference.
yeah, for future reference. Thank you. All right. So again, 2 arrows. She pulls out this bow. Hit you with these 2 arrows, both of which hit you. And as they hit you, it just sears this pain, and you're like, ah. That brings us to your turn. And she beckons you. She says, gaze upon the face of the rest of eternity.
All right, John, let's see this plan. You've been talking this plan up.
So, Rafina,
Been talking it up.
are you looking at the Medusa?
That was
No.
No? Are you gonna
I'm not.
invoke the magic phrase?
What? Fuck you, you ugly bitch?
No, if you're not looking at her, you're gonna do what?
I'm turning around, actually.
Avert my eyes. Oh, turning around works. Yes. Okay, so you turn backward. Well, okay. All right.
It's my turn, right?
It is your turn. She wants you to look at her. I need to be sure that you're not looking at her.
I'm not looking at her. I'm moving.
All right.
Shayna. Good question. How do I
Uh-oh.
get to the map?
Go to images and maps,
Okay.
How far? So the only one
and
that's
then
far.
use the drop down. Go
Sure.
to new,
So sheer is out.
and then look for a player's map
Oh, I thought you had a
called
plan.
Mangalore.
He's
That's his plan.
he's putting the details down, right? He's like got the broad plan, the broad strokes, and now he's got the best people.
Something exciting to revealed.
Put me,
Just wait.
Put me right there, Roy.
You just wait.
5 foot before the steps.
All right, you are 5 foot before the steps.
Okay, let's start with this. Cast. How do I cast? I guess I have to add the effect. Bing. Start with that. That's 30. Okay. Your turn.
Wait, what the hell was that?
What did you do?
You didn't do anything.
When you said
Wait, what was the plan?
That's part of my plan.
Wait, what did you do? Wait,
I
there's
walked away and threw Beacon of Hope up.
Oh.
Third level cleric spell. No, it's a fucking cool spell too.
all right, hang on.
Everybody has advantage on wisdom saving throws, death saving throws, and any healing is automatically max.
Alessandra Knockin, She Who Lives. What the hell? Are you guys changing? I'm gonna have to lock names some kind of way. How do I lock names? This is all right, so Rafina sets up the plan. Rastalos, it's your turn. Apparently, this Medusa is intent on keeping Rafina as her prize. The rest of you are free to go.
yeah, so I'm trying not to metagame here, and
What do you mean?
I see that Rafina's moved to the door.
Right.
At this point, I could just move and stand by Rafina. I could hold an action.
You know, all kinds of options.
All sorts of stuff.
Where does metagaming come in? What are you worried about?
Well, I mean, I don't know what the whole party. We didn't talk about what our plan is with this encounter. She's given us an option to leave. Rafina can't stay, or obviously we can't let Rafina fall. But we do have. I mean, it's obvious to me.
Oh, okay.
And it should be obvious to our good party,
I agree.
But if we just cover Rafina's exit, I think that might be. Well, I mean, that won't work. She'll just then say, okay, now we all have to die. So I think a strong offense is really just the best answer.
Or maybe you could convince her to let Rafina go. We're only one
Or
step away.
split the party. Because she can only attack one group of us at a time. And we're at opposite ends almost of this arena.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to just tell her that we only need we didn't mean to disturb her, and we only need a black orchid, and ask her to let Rafina go as well. And then and that'll be it.
Okay. That's your whole turn? That's all you do?
And I'm gonna try to move down the stairs. These are kind of treacherous stairs anyway, so I'm gonna try to move down them.
All right, go ahead. Where do you want to go to?
I'm gonna move carefully, deliberately, so only moving like half speed and down the stairs, but to that location. So I didn't draw my path there.
Gotcha. Carefully and deliberately. Okay, let's see. Give me a DC 10 dex check, but with advantage, since you're being very careful about it. Yeah, easily. Okay, yeah, so you make your way down the stairs. Fair enough. Okay, if you're done, pass to Alessandra.
Okay, do I need to roll like a persuasion check or anything?
You can, sure. Go ahead and roll a persuasion check.
All right. I'm going to use my inspiration on this one.
All right.
I didn't.
Roll another one.
I didn't properly use my inspiration.
Try again.
Let me try that again.
Oh,
Whew, 27. Wow. Okay. All right, Alessandra. Oh, wait, Alessandra. Okay, wait. So, I don't know if this is retcon or metagaming or what, but you have been flying for far longer than 10 minutes. Remember, I sort of brought this up in our tech stream. You guys have been...
I had already used up both of my spells.
Right, but didn't the last fly you cast, didn't you cast that like when you guys were entering this whole area? Because you guys actually stopped and searched the spider area, and that would be 10 minutes, which would be an entire fly spell. Plus the moving around, plus searching this area. You know, you might recall Grey Petal was trying to read this, you know, so there's a lot going on. And I think you cast fly when you guys first entered Nangalore, and that would have been far more than 10 minutes ago. So I don't remember when you cast. If the last one you cast was like when you came in here, then clearly you're fine. But if you cast it when you guys entered Nangalore, you guys have been in Nangalore probably 20, 30 minutes at this point.
I mean, technically I did cast it when we got into here, but having no basis for the time prior to that, I don't know what you want to do. Because I actually did like use up the second spell when we got into this area.
Trying to remember.
Like post crocodile.
Yeah, because you flew over you flew during the crocodiles. Did you cast it again after the crocodile fight or during the crocodile fight?
I cast it once before or during the crocodile fight, and then I cast it the second time when we were in here.
Okay, all right, I'll buy that. Okay, so then so flight is fine then for you. So you can just fly over here.
I am gonna fly over there and I'm gonna give Rask Salanos the chance he wants, and I will hold my action or ready in action versus if an offensive action is being taken.
By her?
If I'm attacked, I want to be able to retaliate.
Okay. Notice
but otherwise I was going to wait for her.
Okay, notice where you are, you can't actually see her. Like you have no line of sight on her from your current position.
I'll be able to see arrows if she's shooting poison arrows at people.
Yeah, but then I'm just saying you have zero line of sight on her whatsoever. You can see kind of part of the birds, but I'm just saying look at the map. I'm just making clear that, you can see kind of part of the birds, but no line of sight on her whatsoever.
Right, but I'll have line of sight on the birds.
Yeah,
so...
sure. Okay.
She has no line of sight on me either.
Correct, exactly, yeah. All right, I'll go ahead and pass to Azaka. Wow, Azaka. What if you were Azaka, what would you do? So the party's trying to parlay while Rafina is getting pincushioned by a Medusa. Wow, tough one.
I know, it's a tough one for me.
Azaka, let's see, Azaka is not a huge fan of Rafina. She doesn't have a special bond with Rafina. She might go out of her way to save Creek, but let's see. Well, where was she? Where were you, Azaka?
Maybe I should have given Azaka the ring.
All right, Azaka will jump down and...
No, Azaka, no.
She will take up a defensive position in front of Rafina, with her short sword drawn. All right. And she'll hold an action. Well, actually, but the round's over now. So, well, okay. Ebly. Okay. 5. All right. Let's see. Rafina, you hear a flapping of feathers, and one of these giant birds lands behind you.
Oh, we have 3 on the map. Awesome.
Yeah, notice it's Iblis 5. At least we got
Yeah.
at least 2 more somewhere.
Yeah.
Shut up, you fucker! God damn
You
it!
should learn to turn on the random number.
Oh shit! I just deleted him. What did I do? Oh no!
Emily dead.
No, Ebly down.
We want that. Hey, we get that experience.
No, Ebly down.
Yep, we get
Oh,
that
look, now they're
experience.
all gone. Yes.
Oh
guys,
man.
looks like we're facing 3 Iblis and only 3. There can't possibly be any more Iblis running.
I was expecting.
Oh no.
I should go outside and check.
Fantasy Grounds, you are both a blessing and a curse. Jeez. Let's see. Yeah, this will only give us options. All right, so this Ebly lands, and it is going to cast Hypnotic Pattern, and
Uh-oh. That's gonna hit everybody.
30
Well, not
foot.
me, of course.
Yeah, 30-foot cube. Basically, you 3. So Azaka, Rafina, and Rastalnos. You guys all need to make a DC 11 Wisdom save.
Awesome. At advantage.
Do we all have advantage?
Yes.
Yep.
You all have advantage?
Yes.
Beacon of Hope.
Damn,
Beacon of Hope's badass, dude.
that is strong. All right.
So a wisdom save at advantage, huh?
Well, actually, Shashira shouldn't have it.
The Shira doesn't.
So Shira
The
doesn't have
Shira's on
to.
the other side of the building.
All right.
Yeah.
Everybody
Wow.
within 30 feet.
So this Ebly thinks it's really cool. It flies in, lands, brah, and you see it just look at you, and these swirling colors all come all around you, and you look at it like, bitch, please, get the fuck out of here. Sashira, on your side of things, the same thing actually happens. Oh shit. Now I don't know which is which. Damn it. See what you did?
Maybe you should turn those numbers back on.
Shut up.
Oh no, guys, we've been surprised by a 4th Iblis. This can't get any worse. We can't have any more surprises.
And its number is 7 somehow.
Oh no.
I figured it out. I have foiled you once again, players. Mwahaha. You'll never oh wait, you can see that on the hover. Shit. Alright, I gotta work at this. Anyway, so this Iblis lands and looks at Sashira, since she's the only one that is in range. And Sashira, it casts this hypnotic pattern all around you, and you're like, whoa, man, I like this. DC 11 Wisdom save, Sashira.
Okay. How bad can the spell be, right?
It's nothing. It's probably nothing.
Probably nothing. And
On a failed save, the
Wisdom.
creature becomes charmed for the duration. Nah.
yeah.
While charmed,
Okay.
creature has it incapacitated and has a speed of 0. I mean, that's nothing.
Nothing. I'm gonna use my inspiration here. I got a couple of those.
All right.
Turn. So put advantage on this, and
Well, you're not fighting the Medusa. You sure you want to waste inspiration? 'Cause if it charms
Incapacitated?
you, if it attacks you, it breaks it.
Incapacitated for the duration? I mean, look, what am I saying? I'm sorry. I shouldn't say anything.
I'm just
My
using
bad.
it because hey, I'm threatened. So, and I still don't know if that's a Medusa. I'm just banking on everybody's wisdom for that. All right.
Boom!
Look at that.
You guys are like, whatever. You're like, man, I've had better trips from freaking vines in
Secondhand.
the jungle. Get out of here.
Secondhand talks with my mama.
All right, both Ebleys seem very disappointed in themselves.
I'm gonna kick that Ebley's ass.
Well, I mean,
All right, so Ebley, let's see.
You done with your birds yet?
No, I'm not. Shut up. I really need these to have numbers. Like without numbers, I really just can't do anything. Okay, fine. Stupid Gerald and his wisdom checks.
What?
It's hilarious.
It's not hilarious. It's tragic. Tragic, I tell you. Wait, hang on. Let's see. You're 1, 2, 3. The tragedy is I've erased all the numbers in a futile effort to try to trick you guys, but I can't. So that's just silly on my
But the
part.
game was already up.
I know. Thank you for reminding me that I was foolish. Let's see. So who are you? 1, 2, 3, 4. I've seriously. This is all out so bad. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Let's see. This is professional D&D, by the way. I just want you all to realize this. This is how the professionals run D&D games.
That's how Chris Perkins does it.
That's right. Chris Perkins wishes he had all this, whatever the shit this is. All right, Eblis 3, which is
You want a hypnotic pattern this too?
no, Eblis 3 already did actually. So Eblis 3 is gonna.
That was 3 blurred.
Eblis 1. Oh shit.
Blur. Right.
Because that's why it's got the grand disadvantage.
Oh, you're right. I had those backwards. Okay, so I'm sorry. So this round, Eblis 1 is going to blur. There we go. Okay, so Eblis 1 will blur. All right, Eblis 3 is going to remain there and hold its action. And that is all the Ebly.
Time for you to Medusa.
No, it is Sashira's turn.
I can't be a pacifist anymore. I've been attacked.
What? Are you
That
sure?
poor Ebly.
What's that?
That poor Ebly. It's going to be Vita mixed.
Come on. There's no reason for pacifism anymore.
well,
We don't know what the Medusa is going to do.
there
True.
is. There's
Hang on,
some
I gotta go
reason-
pee while you guys do this.
What you could do,
Taking abuse and get charged.
wait, what you could do, Paul, is walk next to the Ablus, hold your action until after the Medusa goes, and we see what she does. And if she is aggressive, then you can attack the Ablus then.
Done.
Yeah, that's. Now we just have to see if Gero follows his own advice whenever it gets to Grey Petal's turn, or if Grey Petal goes all Maverick.
I listened to that advice. I hold my action. Medusa attacks. I kill Bird.
Just remember, you don't get your reactions, is it?
No, you always get your reactions. What you don't get is you don't.
You don't get reactions. You get actions. If you
Yeah,
don't,
Do I not get my bonus actions? Because that's
you
all.
don't get your bonus.
I don't think you get your bonus action.
Damn. See, the monk is totally based on the bonus action. Like I got nothing
Well,
with
you could spend your bonus action now to do everything except attack. So you could go defense.
Do like a patient defense or something? Can you do
Yeah.
that?
You could do that. Walk up there, use patient defense, and then hold your action to attack.
Yeah.
Although, you know what? John is right in the sense that you have to use your reaction as part of your ready. So you won't get your reaction either.
Oh, so I can't catch the arrows if they come at me. I'm actually just going to, but I can walk up. I can just move when I want to. I'm going to hold my.
Oh, you can.
Why not?
A ready, you have to use your movement on your action, not you can't hold your action on that.
What? Oh God.
Yeah, the only thing you can do is really.
I'm gonna die because we're playing pacifist.
We're not dead yet.
All right, so you're moving in combat range.
Yeah, and I'm going to actually
Kill the bird! Kill the bird!
dance. I'm gonna go with a half trance dance.
Half trance dance?
Yep.
That's no such thing. He's making that up. He's making it up.
Wait, how do you do a half trance? What's a half trance?
And you half trance and you half anxious ballet, and that's my dance. At the moment.
What does that mean? I don't know.
I'm mixing two forms.
Oh, half trance.
Huh?
So then, at this point, actually, yeah, and I will use. I'm not going to use a key yet. Yeah. So anyway, I hold my actions, and if there is an attack on me via bird or an attack, well, they can't be. If there's an attack from the Medusa, I will attack the bird.
Okay. All right. Nang, the supposed. How do I?
This urn where her husband is that attached to the thing, or can that be like knocked over?
Oh yeah. I mean, in fact, I thought for a while that Rafina had picked it up and was carrying it. It's just like an urn lying at the foot of this giant statue.
All right. Well, I'm going to go and get it.
Really?
So I will rush up to it and I will grab it and say,
You don't have the movement for that.
I easily have to move. That's just 30 feet right there. And
Yeah,
and
she can do
John,
like
I'm
60 if she
feline-
needs to.
I have feline agility if I need it, so I can double that.
Yeah, as a so you would actually
Down the
be.
tricky stairs.
I can
She
just
could probably
off the
jump
stairs.
down. Yeah. It's a 10-foot drop if she needed to be. So if you can, like I let Azaka jump down 10 feet. So you would actually be standing here, but so you'd have to use your feline agility to get there. But I think that's fine. So feline agility, you get there, you pick up the urn, and
And I say, call off your wolves or your husband gets it.
Hold the ashes hostage.
And avert my eyes.
Hold off your wolves, damn you!
No, you just put the urn in front of your face.
Either way, I break line of sight between me and her eyes.
Gotcha. All right. Well done. Her turn.
If she attacks, I dump the urns into the water.
Into what?
The water, the pit.
The pit. Oh, with the snakes?
With the snakes.
Oh boy. Okay.
If she
All right. So on her turn, you see her look at you, and this look of absolute horror. Well, no, I guess you wouldn't see that. If you could see her eyes, you would see. Let's do every bit of the fringes of her curls and brings us up and is like, "Rah!" And you hear this scream, this inhuman scream. "Rah!" She says, "You would not dare! I would kill you all if you touched those ashes."
And I say, I am Nang Nang of Dun Grumlin. Nothing is beyond me.
And she actually pauses. Nang Nang, you are not Nang Nang. Whatever you are, I know the trickster goddess.
I tip the urn just a little bit. Careful about your next words.
She says, I've known the trickster goddess, and you are not her. However, why are you here? And she has her bow drawn, and she keeps trying to. Well, again, none of you are looking at her. However, if you could see her, you would see she keeps trying to peek around. She keeps trying to make eye contact. So you can hear her voice start to move around. How are you looking? What do you come here for? I mean, why are you here? And why do you mess with the ashes of my beloved? And she looks next to her. She says, why do they mess with your ashes, beloved? Why can they not let you rest in peace? Why will they not recognize our strength and that we will smite them should they defy us?
Well, I mean, if we are here to write the story of the heroes of Chult, to inspire generations to come to be the heroes that we were born to be. That's why we are here. To do the right thing.
And to people who would see this, she's got her bow out, and she's like, she aims for half a second at Rafina, and then looks back half a second at Great Petal, and she kind of can't figure out who she wants to attack with the bow. Write the stories of the heroes of Chult. Chult is gone. Chult is abandoned. Once they banished me here, then that was the end of our city. That was the end. Omo has seen its best days, and those are far behind it.
Why were you banished?
Who are you to question me?
Well, how can we write the story if we don't know it? We're writing the story of the heroes of Chult, and apparently you were one of the first heroes of Chult.
No. I, Nang Nang, am a hero of Chult. This is my antagonist who I'm about to overcome through wits and careful planning.
So why
were you banished?
She is this. What is this creature who claims to be the trickster god Nang Nang? This is absurd. Who are you?
I am she who holds the urn. Over the pit.
She who holds the urn. Know that your life hangs delicately by that thread.
Well, it's supposed to. That's how it always goes in the stories. Now, who are you? But I may write you down in the journal of vanquished villains.
Vanquished villains. Interesting. All right.
Dude, good. Right up until then.
Do you not recognize the face of Queen Zalkare? If you were to look at me, perhaps you would recognize me.
The Queen Nakare?
Maybe if you looked over here, you would recognize me. Or here, perhaps here. Hello.
No, your beauty is far too great for me for even the great Nang Nang to bear.
You are not Nang Nang.
So, back to why were you banished?
Some called me, how can I say this? Vain. They believed I was too vain as Queen of Omu. But Omu, the jewel of Chult, the ruling city of the peninsula, we deserve to be vain. We rule the entire peninsula. All of the jungle was ours. All of the riches, all of the power stemmed from Omu. And I, the queen of Omu, I was the source of all that power. How can you call one vain to acknowledge such a fact?
So they banished you for.
I know. And she looks
for that.
She looks to her side. She says, yes, my love. I know. I know. And when I was banished, I wronged my most valuable servant through Taya. And she looks to her side. I thought that he had betrayed me. I thought that he had banished me out of some spite, but it turns out that he alone remained true in his servitude to me. And I am forever sorry for this.
It's King Lear.
She looks next to her. She says, I am sorry, my love. I should never have doubted your loyalty. And she pauses a moment and she nods. You would defile the ashes of my beloved. While he stands here, looking upon you, how could you do such a thing?
No. If he gets defiled, it's because of you. So you be careful.
Careful. Queens have no need to be careful. I think it is you who should be careful. She sort of looks left and right. And you actually, let's see, Sashira. Hold on. La la la
Don't
la
really
la.
are kind of making this.
So why did Omu fall anyway?
I can't believe I gave up my attacks for this. 2 rounds.
How long does she get to talk before the round continues?
Well, I mean, look, so this is where whoops, hang on.
I would say that this combat's over and that we would re-roll initiative if it comes to that.
Definitely.
Well, yeah, we can probably do that. You know, this is one of those things where we've reached a sort of dramatic interlude, and we'll measure this kind of in real time. I know spell effects could be a significant thing. So spell effects that last...
Very significant thing.
Yeah, so spell effects that last in rounds are going to be in trouble here because we're dialoguing and dialogue takes time. So if you have a spell that only lasts for, a few rounds, then they're probably going to expire during this.
I last for a minute. And I'm about to cast healing.
Yeah, that's something you can do.
All you want?
Yeah, that's something you can do. So that's a risk that you take. In the course of dialogue where the battle is sort of paused and we're having some dialogue, if you want to cast a spell, you can do that. I mean, you can take action anytime you want. Just consider that, if she notices someone, if it's a person who can recognize a spell casting, which she clearly is, and she sees you casting a spell, she may not know what spell you're casting, and she may see that as an offensive action, and then that could spawn initiative. Which would be reasonable, right? If you're dialoguing with a bad guy and you see them start casting a spell, you're gonna be like, oh no, right, and then we're at initiative. So, that's my sort of generic advice on this kind of situation. It's a gray area. I recognize that. I think if anybody wanted to take attacks or spells or anything they want to do, we can do that. It's likely to cause initiative. So, with that in mind...
Tell me when 2 rounds have passed.
Oh, 2 rounds have clearly passed by now. Yeah, definitely. we've been talking for probably a few minutes, real time. So that I'm okay fudging that a little bit into game time, but by and large, conversations happen in real time. So if you're looking for something that happens in 12 seconds, that's a pretty short window. So if you got something that you want to do to sort of short circuit.
At this point, Roy, how many rounds have gone by? I mean, it doesn't matter to me, but I just like.
I don't care a lot. If we need to know how many rounds have come by, I'll figure it out. But I'm okay leaving this as sort of a gray kind of dialogue area if everyone else is okay with that.
I'm okay with it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I like Elliot's idea of sort of resetting initiative at this point, where we sort of entered a dialogue. Let's see how the dialogue goes. If this works out well, maybe we don't have to do initiative again. If it goes south, then yeah, we start off at initiative, and we'll roll initiative and kind of start the combat over again.
Oh, how could we possibly screw this up?
I guess.
I'll drink to that.
Tell me when we hit round 10. Because I'm going to cast Prayer of Healing on. I'm going to cast, Prayer of Healing. I think it is. Yes. Prayer of Healing on round 10.
On round 10. While they're talking. So if they're all.
Does that have
That has. Doesn't say, actually.
It does.
Actually, in Fantasy Grounds, it doesn't tell me. It just says evocation.
All right. Well, okay. So same thing. We'll talk. So if you want to do that, we can do that. We could talk for a minute. At 55 seconds, it'll be that round. And then if you want to cast wherever we are in conversation, we run the risk of rolling initiative if she feels that you're casting a spell and she doesn't know what you're casting. So I appreciate you want to take advantage of your spells and stuff like that. I'm just being very clear that if you start casting during conversation, that's likely to be seen as a threatening action, which is fair. Does that make sense?
So
yeah. Okay.
So what?
Walk fast.
Let's see. Hold on.
Where were we?
I want to learn about Omu.
That's not going to happen in a minute. Hang on.
Somebody's got to compromise.
All right, here we go. You guys can't see this.
I see a white screen. Yeah, it's just there.
There we go. Okay.
All right,
so let's see. Where were we? She was talking about Omu. Oh, Omu. Yeah. So she. So you should respect the Queen of Omu. And she's just recently looked to her right, and she said, "I am truly sorry, my love, for these interlopers disturbing your ashes. How dare you disturb the ashes of my beloved while he stands next to me?"
we'll leave you in peace. we just want you to leave us in peace as well.
But you have disturbed
You want to know about
Omu.
Omu?
What would you know of Omu? Oh, that's a minute. It's conversation's so short.
Gerald, your picture got really blurry. Like there. Yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah, your camera didn't refocus when you moved in.
Rafina, are you going to interrupt the conversation with casting?
Can always warn everybody. I'm just healing, I swear.
Suppose you could. Huh?
Read Roy's shirt.
That's a horrible idea. What time?
Well, I guess I'm going to keep trying to ask her questions about Omu.
All right. So So she mentioned, she has mentioned that Omu is. So if anybody wants to take an action, feel free to interrupt the conversation when you want to take an action. We'll say we're past a minute. She's mentioned that Omu.
Kill all effects.
What's that?
Kill all the effects. Nothing's blurred.
Oh, good. Yeah. I'll do that when I need to. So she's mentioned that.
Difference for my spells and all too.
Yeah. Well, if we need to, we will. She mentions that Omu is the heart of the peninsula of Chult, and that she is the queen of Omu. And she okay. So what more can I say of Omu? But it is the jewel. It is the who?
Who are the gods of Omu? Who do you worship there?
That is an excellent question.
And does Omu have another name?
Who are the gods? There are no gods of Omu. Ubtao rules Chult. We all worship Ubtao. Praise be to Ubtao, father of all. Who?
Ubtao left.
Well, of course Ubtao left. And Ubtao left, and the 9 trickster gods came, and they managed Omu for a while. But Ubtao is our god. Everyone knows Ubtao is our god. We all worship Ubtao, don't we, my love? Yes, we all worship
Trickster gods.
trickster gods.
Nang Nang. Besides me, I'm sorry.
Nang, you are not Nang Nang. Trickster gods?
Oh, you say. That's your opinion.
I have heard that the trickster gods replaced Ubtao, but that cannot be because Ubtao. And she pauses and she looks at herself and she twitches a bit. And she looks at you. Ubtao rules Chult. The trickster gods replaced Ubtao. Ubtao is still in. And she seems to sort of wrestle with herself a little bit. And she's like, Ubtao, I am the queen. I have been she looks around and she pulls back her bow again as if to shoot someone. And she's like, Ubtao, yes, Ubtao is Ubtao rules Chult. He is the god we all worship.
But he's gone replaced by the trickster gods. Now, who are the trickster gods?
The trickster gods came after Ubtao. After I was replaced. After I was banished. I was banished. I should not have been banished. I should never.
We agree. You should not have been banished.
Who banished you?
Why, the Council of Omu.
Does it matter now?
Of course, it always matters.
Perhaps it does not matter.
I mean, Omu's gone. The council's gone. Everybody's gone.
We don't know any of that. We don't know if any of that's true. We haven't actually been to Omu.
Yeah, nobody has, because it's not a thing anymore.
It might still be a thing. It may not be the imperial city of Chult or whatever.
The heart of Chult, she called
There's
it.
no guarantee that it's gone. There's no guarantee.
What about Raz Nisi?
What about what?
Raz Nisi, he was a chosen of Ubtao.
Do you know of Rasnisi?
I think he's been mentioned. Let's see, charisma is 8.
Raz Nisi, chosen of Ubtao, controls over the undead, has since rescinded his loyalty to Ubtao. Omu, center of greed, far to southwest of Sir Kabal. It's in our notes.
All right. So she says, yes, apparently I, the queen of Omu, have been exiled, but I still reign as queen. And so she starts, let's see, she actually starts kind of moving around. She starts slithering this way as she's talking. I'm sorry, walking.
Who was Moaxanari?
Waxanare.
Princess. Of
She
what?
is the young inheritor of Omu, but she cannot inherit Omu so long as I live, for I am the queen. You cannot inherit the queenship until the queen is dead, and clearly the queen lives. Does she not, my love? Yes, I
Well,
know.
couldn't the council, if the council can banish you, can't they just overrule that? and
This
transfer the
isn't
queenship to-
banishment. This is... Think of it as more of a vacation in this garden paradise that you see around you. And she continues to sort of slither around. And she's kind of making her way over to Restalnos. And she kind of walks over near Restalnos. And she kind of... Well, if any of you were looking at her, you would see her eyeing Restalnos up and down. And she says, now this one is worth knowing. Who are you, lovely? And Restalnos, you're averting your eyes and not looking at this thing, this creature, this woman, this very shapely woman from what you remember from the brief glance you stole at her. She's now sort of walking near you, talking in actually a very seductive voice. Who is this pretty one?
I say, "O Queen, my name is Rastanos. I am just a humble sailor."
Restalnos, you have no need to be humble. You are beautiful. Those of us who are beautiful have no need to be humble. We should accept our birthright, accept our supremacy to those who are less advantaged. And she looks around at your party members.
I agree with you.
Yeah. Perhaps you would like to visit with me. We can talk. We can have wine. We can get to know one another.
I would love to spend some time with you. Unfortunately, we are in a great hurry.
Yes. Why do you look away, sweet thing? Do you not care to look upon my beauty? Does the Queen of Omu frighten you so?
Your beauty is so impressive that yes, it does indeed frighten me.
Flattering words. We know the truth, don't we? And she looks to her side. Yes, we know the truth. So. Oh, we lost Great Petal. We lost the urn. The urn threatened her. So. You have come to Nangalore. Seeking what exactly?
A flower.
Flower? Well, it seems you have found her. You need but to take her, my pretty one.
I believe that the flower that we're meant to collect is a black orchid.
A black... You want my black orchid. It is the single flower I have raised for an eternity. There is but one of them in this entire place. And you would take it?
We would ask it.
Highly doubtful.
What would you want in trade
You...
for your black orchid?
I would keep you, precious one. I would even forgive the transgressions of your comrade. Stay with me. We shall get to know one another. I assure you, you will not regret it.
You assure me I will not regret it.
Yeah, she's sort of walking around you, like so. You guys are kind of doing this sort of dance where she's sort of like walking around you, and you're like continuing to avert your gaze away from her, and she continues to kind of walk around you, trying to get back in your sight, and you're like, dancing around her. It's a very interesting thing.
As we do this,
Sashira, you're kind of watching. Oh, I'm sorry.
I-
Sashira and Alessandro, you guys are kind of watching this from kind of afar, realizing from this distance that the horror effect or horrid effect of this person, this woman, this creature, doesn't really affect you from far away. So you're sort of kind of watching this sort of all transpire across the room from you.
Right.
So I kind of gently caress her. Are we close enough proximity that I could just kind of caress her skin or her body as
You can touch her if you'd like. Yes.
as she
That's. I
swirls
might
around
also
me?
remind you that her on her face, on her head, is this writhing tangle of snakes all around
I'm
you.
gonna stay away from all of that. I'm
Yeah,
gonna stay away
so this-
from all those snakes.
Yeah, so I'm not sure. I'm not sure you can get close to her much without sort of getting tangled up and all of that. Like this sort of dance you're doing is sort of, she kind of steps near you, around you. You sort of step around. I'm sort of imagining this thing where you guys are kind of doing this sort of dance where she keeps trying to get close to you and to see you, and you keep sort of charismatically stepping aside, and almost like I said, almost like you guys are sort of dancing together, but keeping your distance, keeping your gaze away from her.
Right, and in this dance, I'd like to try to, look for opportunities to kind of reach out and touch some part of her that I can get to, that, gently, lovingly, sort of, seductively a bit.
Yeah, she's all about it. She's like, yes, and she welcomes the caress, and she actually tries to grab you as you touch her. She reaches for you and tries to grab you and pull you into her.
And so, as you said, I just definitely sort of just step, kind of constantly, I'm the one doing the touching, and she's not doing the touching back.
Yeah, well, like I said, that's tricky because she really wants to be touched. She wants you to touch her. She invites you to touch her. She's trying to get you in to touch her. She wants you to be close to her. Like everything she wants is for you to be close to her.
So, and for
Hey,
how
Roy,
long?
Can Grey Meadow get to the end of that spear over the pool while this is going on?
You'd have to climb the statue. Yeah, you could.
Yeah.
Sure. All
I'm
right.
gonna try and do that.
All right. So when she sees you with the axe, she's like, "What?" And she stops. Where are you going?
Nowhere. Just to the end of the spear.
No. She levels her bow at you. She says, "You shall not."
She'll not what?
Move.
All right.
Put down the urn and you can go wherever you'd like. And then we can have a civil conversation.
This urn is blessed by Nang Nang. And I grab.
The urn is not blessed by Nang Nang. You are not Nang Nang. Nang Nang will not put her filthy curse upon the ashes of my beloved.
Uh-oh.
You will set down the urn, or you shall pay the price.
Man, I'm gonna put my freaking bike helmet back on.
Oh, look, I think Rosalnos is trying to make a move.
She's not buying it. She's kind of pissed off at you now.
Oh,
So if we were to,
The urn is obviously a really, 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 really touchy thing for her. And so I think we sort of established a sort of neutral thing where you were threatening the urn, but as you've pushed this threat, she's responding sort of more and more and more crazily. So she seems to be sort of at the edge of her wanting to talk now.
well, perhaps we could just set the urn down, but about that black orchid.
Well, she's actually looking at Grey Petal now, and she has her bow drawn, and she says, "Yes, we could talk about the black orchid when the urn is put back in its rightful place."
you get the urn, we get the black orchid. if I don't have a black orchid, you don't get the urn. It's kind of a if and only if statement. Yeah.
I have heard of these if and only if statements. I once took a course in Visual Basic Programming, and it told me
from the University of Phoenix.
Yeah.
Rising from the ashes.
Oh.
I'm not convinced you're in a good. She looks around at the Ebly around her, recognizing her strength, her strong position.
It's a chocolate sugar cookie in the shape of a D20.
Oh,
What?
Sweet. Oh, nice. That is
It
awesome.
even has numbers on it. You just can't really see it.
Very nice.
God.
So she looks around at the Ebly. All her so the exits are all blocked. All the Eblys still stand. She looks around and she says, "I don't believe you are in a strong negotiating position. Set down the urn, and we can discuss the black orchid. I may be able to part with it for trade for a particularly beautiful item." And she looks at Rastalnos up and down. Gives him gives Rastalnos the clear up and down.
well, what about it, Rask? Are you up for that?
I mean, sometimes you got to make a sacrifice, man. You got to take one for the team, you know. I love it.
Well, I don't know where he stands.
Great,
Don't worry, I'll make you a wooden ring.
great Queen of Omu. I have a few items in my possession that are also quite dear to me that I would trade you for.
God, it better not be lamp oil.
Do you?
You pretty one. Don't listen.
Do you now? Well, she saws her bow trained on Grey Petal. She says, "Well, we can discuss all that once the urn is returned to its rightful place." And she has her back completely to you, Rastalnos. She's like completely ignored you now, and she is just fiercely looking at Grey Petal, focusing on him. Arrow knocked. Put
Well, I'll tell
down
you
the.
what I'll do. I will set the urn down at my feet at the edge of the pool so I could just like kick it over. If I have to.
You are a terrible negotiator.
The urn is now safe at my feet.
It's like you have no inner monologue.
Yes. So you shall put down the urn and you shall walk away from the urn so that the urn is safe. Then we can discuss the payment. It will now cost you twice as much.
Wait, we only have one pretty tiefling.
I shall now take 2.
2 pretty tieflings?
She looks over in the corner at Alessandra. That one is just as beautiful as this one. Why should a queen settle for only one beautiful thing when she can have 2?
But I don't know that one swings that way.
She never takes the bow off of you, Grey Petal. She's clearly waiting for any excuse to launch these burning.
That's okay, because I don't take my fingers off the urn.
What's his power?
Both ways, bitch.
Oh yeah, can't you hold that up with one hand?
But the urn?
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
I think I can. So I'll hold the urn up with one hand. Kind of like balancing it.
I'm sorry, I said anything.
She looks at her and says, "My love, I believe they do mock us. Perhaps we should teach them some humility."
Wouldn't he be jealous of you taking another lover?
Jealous? Why should he be jealous? He is dead.
Well, then why do you keep talking to him, and why do you care about his ashes?
Because he is here next to me, and we must protect his
Well, then wouldn't
ashes.
he be
For he
jealous
is
if you were taking another lover?
he is dead. How can a dead person be jealous of someone taking a lover? You make no sense.
Because they would have to stand there and watch you make sweet, sweet love to that half demon meat.
They cannot watch us if they are dead. That is a foolish thing to think. It is so foolish, is it not, my love? It is so foolish. So foolish.
Then why do you keep talking to him?
Because he is my partner. He is my most valued confidant.
Then wouldn't he see what's going on?
He cannot see what's going on because he is dead. His ashes are there in the urn. What part of this don't you understand? And here she kind of looks around again, and she sort of has this fierce, angry look in her eyes as she looks around. She's like, how can you not understand that he is dead? He has worshipped me. I violated him. I doubted him, but he proved his love, and he loves me still. And she reaches out next to her. He says, I must protect his ashes. This clearly makes no sense whatsoever. And she is clearly incredibly distraught.
All right, Ras, throw her a bone.
Huh? Oh, yeah. Queen, can we just... We don't want to upset you.
You say that, but then you play with my ashes. You play with Thurad'Tul's ashes as if they were some paltry thing. Yes. You clearly seek to play against my emotions. I should just slay you all now. There's no point in talking to any of you. And she pulls back her bow, aimed at Grey Petal.
Unless, perhaps, we could... How about, what if we were to go to Omu and restore you to your queenship? Would that be worth a black orchid?
I am the Queen of Omu. You cannot restore me to that which I clearly still hold.
Then why are you not in Omu?
I am on vacation here in Nangalore. Beautiful Nangalore. She looks around. Aren't we, my love? We are on vacation.
You intend to return to Omu?
We shall return to Omu in our time. When we are bored here, perhaps we shall return to Omu.
How long have you been at Nangalore?
Oh, a long time. Centuries, perhaps.
Wow.
Yes, it is a beautiful place, is it not? Is it not, my love? Are we not so happy here? We are indeed so happy. And her bow drops a little bit as she seems to be happy around her.
It's quite an impressive place.
It is. It is. There are so many amazing, wonderful plants here. My friends, she looks around her at the Ebly around there. My friends join us. We like this place. We shall stay here until it no longer suits us. For, as royalty, we can decide when we no longer want to be here.
Did you grow all of this?
Did what?
Did you grow all of this?
No. The sorcerers of Omu created this paradise, especially for us.
Impressive.
It is a wonderful testament to the power of the Jewel of Chult.
And where's the Jewel of Chult?
Omu. It is
Omu.
the city of Omu. Everyone knows that.
Is it? Okay.
You know, the
There's
place
not-
that's been overrun with undead.
Yeah, there's
Why is there
not-
only one black orchid?
That is a good question. It is hard to grow. It is a incredibly rare plant.
What does it take to grow it?
A lot of fertilizer.
I've heard that there were others in the past.
Our spells are based on.
The ancient Arakocra had cast this spell before, so she obviously had a black orchid before.
Arakocra, the bird folk.
Oh, that's justification for why I'm making the statement. That's not out loud.
Oh, I'm not sure if that's really true.
How would they have developed the ritual to cast a spell if they'd never done it before?
All these are meta questions that we don't care about.
Okay, fine. Well, I still make the statement. I've heard that there were others in the past.
Perhaps there were. How could we have this one were it not a bud from another?
But you don't recall where you found the bud? Where you cultivated this orchid?
I cultivated this orchid here. It has been the product of many years of careful attention. That's why I keep it in a special place in my throne room.
Why are you so? No, I think that northeast dome is her throne room. But wait. I don't understand. So why are you interested? Why are you so interested in this one flower?
I am not interested in this flower. You are interested in this flower. I am interested in this one. And she reaches out for Rastandos to grab him. I am interested in this flower, for it is beautiful, and I wish to pollinate it.
I think it goes the other way, actually.
I don't know. I was looking for something. It's the best
You
flower.
obviously don't know much about Medusa.
It's the best. Yes, that's right.
But I know a lot about me.
You know,
Yes, so
it's where she puts her egg.
you weary me. All this conversation is tiresome. Put down the urn. Give me my prizes, and I shall trade you. I shall trade you the black orchid. It is clearly something that you desire. We shall accept that as a fair trade. This beautiful lovely for the black orchid.
I kind of feel like you're overcharging for it now. Before it was all special and like you'd put all kinds of energy into growing it and it was one of a kind. Now, talking to you, it just feels common.
I see. Well, then perhaps you can go find the other that you know of.
So are you going to tell us about the lead up to your vacation? How did you have a falling out with the council? I haven't learned anything about Omu yet. And you're queen of it. You should be able to tell me something.
I have told you what you need to
Didn't
know.
get that much.
Oh, yes. What more can you say but that Omu is the shining jewel of Chult? What more would you know? The councilmen's names?
Is
There are
it
many-
overrun by undead now?
Well, perhaps. Perhaps it is overrun by undead, but it is only because I'm here on vacation, and I must remain here on vacation until
Okay. Who are the people?
when?
Isn't it your duty to protect your people from those undead?
No. The people, we care little about the people.
I see.
I'm on
Revenge
vacation.
against The council, that may be a different thing, huh?
We must have a vacation. We must appreciate our vacations where we can.
But you profess your attraction to me and your love for me and your desire for me and say we care little about the people. How do I know that you even love me?
I do not love you. I just think you are pretty, and I would like to have you as a prize. And she looks at she tries she actually jumps in front of you, trying to get you to meet her gaze. As she says, I'd like to have you as a prize.
So, as you said, I should be less humble. And I would say that I'm not a prize to be had, but a heart to be won.
That's very poetic. Still, I want you for your looks, not for your poetry. Come.
That's unfortunate since I'm a bard.
Yes. Okay, so apparently you have no interest and she's sort of standing here, and she looks upon you. She says, "Apparently, you have no interest in trading goods." And she looks at Rastalnis and she says, "Goods for the lotus, orchid for the orchid."
I think that's correct.
Yes, I can't stay here. I can't stay here as a prize. I could only stay here as something more.
I
And
see.
here's the other thing.
So she starts
getting rid
moving
of
over
you
here.
Also means that would be doing a favor for the future Queen of Omu, which would be very valuable. And since you don't really seem to have very much information about Omu itself,
She continues to walk this way as we're talking.
oh well, I'll move around. It'll be here.
Are you still carrying the urn?
Yes.
Okay.
Why don't you hand her the urn?
No.
What kind of nonsense are you talking?
You
Hey,
can't shoot a
Roy,
bow
can I
if she's
start to
holding an
wander
urn.
as well?
Yeah, sure.
What do you say? Oh, people are moving?
Yeah,
Yeah, apparently people are moving around.
I'm not.
because it's been a lot more than 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Right.
So,
you don't need to be up high.
So she
I
says,
was actually hoping that y'all would drag this out for another 20, so then I could have all my spells back.
Oh,
You're not
yeah,
resting.
We're looking at a
You are
short
not
rest for
resting.
Alessandra.
So I guess, geez. All right, so
Anything else in trade?
she says, well, beautiful gems are, of course, always welcome. However, and she points her bow at Nang. God, fucking Nang. Great battle. That's it. That's it. Fucking give me this character sheet.
Big dig nang nanged. How about Grey Nang?
How about
Alright.
Grey Nang?
Grey Nang.
Great Nang. Cut it out, Gerald. I just edited that. Damn it. So she she's all right. So she says, "You have defiled the ashes of my loved one." And she looks next to her and she says, "And now you continue to taunt me with his remains. I shall give you one last chance to put them down in faith before I destroy you all."
Oh man.
She looks at Great Petal and she levels her bow at Great Petal.
I still want the story of Omu. If you're not going to tell me, then I guess we don't have much use here. And your paragraph in the tome of Vanquished Villains will be very short.
Hey, Roy, I'm gonna complete one more move, if that's okay.
Sure. Okay. All right. Is that your final answer?
Yeah.
All right. All right.
You're
She
going
says-
to force a combat, Gerald, really?
Well, I mean,
It's
I don't-
inevitable.
Well,
I don't
John,
know that we
weren't gonna go with her, so
No,
she wasn't
but I
gonna get her
mean-
prize anyway.
Yeah, but you may have been able to negotiate without the ashes. But if not, if we're going to fight, just tell me.
She's pretty obviously kind of cray about this urn. So,
well, I'll tell you what. I'll put the urn down and see if we can get something else out of her. So I'll just put it down.
All right. So you set it down, and she says, "Now move away, so you won't kick it into the pit as you threatened previously."
You can move 60 feet, so it's not like you have to move far.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Okay. She says, that is more like how I expect the servants of the Queen of Omu to behave. Very well. So, perhaps now we can have a civil dialogue. What do you think, my sweet? Shall we entertain our guests? Very well. You seek the black orchid. I like pretty things. And she looks at Rastalnos, and she looks at Alessandra. I would gladly give you the black orchid and anything else you want for either of those beauties.
Hey, I'm pretty.
You are not
They are
at all pretty.
They're not on the market.
What else do you have that could be worth the single black orchid known in this jungle?
Aha. I have a gnome crafted music box that plays old songs.
What's the value of that? What's the value of that?
Because well, I mean,
Yes, 0. Okay.
I have
but it's
powerful.
still pretty cool.
It is
It's
very
like
cool.
Music in the arts.
I have to be honest. My most prized possession doesn't really compare. It seems inadequate, but it is my most prized possession.
And what is
I
that?
have this-
Is it your beauty? And she tries to get into your line of sight. She tries to get into your gaze.
Oh, great queen, I do have a gift worthy of your greatness.
Wait, hang on. My soundless was saying something. What were you?
Oh, I'm
what,
sorry.
I pull out my mug of hammered electrum.
Mhm.
It's only worth 100 gold, but it's it's as much as Rastanos is a drinker. He's a drunken sailor. This is genuinely the item in my inventory that matters most to me.
And she sort of looks at it. And she walks over to you.
And I
she
tell
kinda-
her, I know that this seems insignificant to all the riches you already possess and all the power that you already have.
She puts
But
out.
this is, to me, as a sailor, this is the thing that I cling to most heartily.
Indeed. So she puts out her hand, as if to take it.
And I lay it in her hand.
All right, and she looks at it. And she says, "This is a pretty bauble, but not worth a black orchid. Anything else?"
Perhaps I could sweeten the deal.
Yes.
I have an intricately crafted ivory ring of immense magical power.
Especially to worshippers of Ubtao.
Yes, yes. It will help you master the children of Uktao. It's an extremely painful gift to have to give up, but I will do it. As a gift from Yang to the Queen of Omu.
Well played. Let's see. However, let's see. Hang on. She says she looks at the mug. She says these baubles are good, but these are not worth the black orchid. I feel you are wasting my time. And she sort of turns.
You worship Uktao? I have a flask.
Magic ring.
I have a flask that I filled at a hidden temple of Uktao. If you will partake of it, you could commune with him.
What? She pauses. It would be good for the Queen of Omu to know the thoughts of Wu Tao.
It's helped us out just to find this place.
I see. Very well. Where is this flask?
I present her a water skin.
What do I do with this?
All right. It's ritualistic. First of all, you offer prayers to Uktao.
Yes.
Then you breathe out as much as you can. And you bring the holy flask up to your mouth and you suck as much of it in as you can. You hold it in there. And if you hold it in your lungs long enough, the blessings of Uktao will fall upon you. And you will commune with your lost god.
This is the most brilliant shit I've ever heard of. Holy shit. Oh my god. All right. Okay. So she says,
give her the ring too?
She says, well, let us see what this communion with Ubtao is all about. And she reaches out her hand for the skin.
I give it to her.
And she looks at you, and you look away. She's and she puts the skin to her mouth, and she inhales all of the blue monkey mist. Oh boy. This is awesome. Holy shit. Hang on. Let's see. Okay, so let's see. Oh, the mad monkey mist. Yeah. All right, let's see. Let's see how this actually works out. The funny part is that, much like Grey Petal, she already doesn't make a lot of sense.
Your sound went away.
Mine did?
Oh yeah, never mind. Just the last part of that last word just chopped off.
Funny is, but much like Grey Petal, and then we didn't hear anything after that. We were supposed to.
Oh, no way. Huh. Okay.
Do we need a 2-minute break for this one?
We don't need. We can take one if we want to take a break. Wow, this is crazy.
Hold it in hard. Hold it in.
Yeah. Tell me. Let's this we don't need a break. Let's take a quick break. So so you've persuaded her with the cup, with the cursed ring of Wango, and then you have fed her Mad Monkey Mist, which she has taken in, and she actually inhales it as she just, and she inhales it and she closes her eyes. She pauses. And then her eyes open and look at you. And we'll be back in 5 minutes.
You did take the ring, right?
She did take the ring and the cup, yes. Wow.
Congratulations, Gerald. That was brilliant.
That would, dude. This. Oh my god.
And
Oh
there was
man.
the blue monkey